Good morning once again. It is 9:01. I'm Lucy Bustamante.
And I'm Rob Krieger. We are following two breaking news stories this morning. First, a heavy law enforcement and fire presence on the West Bank after a gas leak and house explosion.
And then the other piece of breaking news, we are following a large emergency presence as well happening there. And of course, the press conference after the 13 victims that we saw over just this last weekend. And Olivia Vidal, we're going to take her live first. She is in Avondale with more on the confirmation of one person who has died. But there are more victims, right, Olivia?
Lucy and Rob, that's correct here. I'm here in the 600 block of Avondale Garden Drive in Avondale on the West Bank. And you can see behind me, it's still very much an active scene. I'm going to step out of the frame so you can see what is happening right now. Right now behind me, state fire marshals and firefighters in Jefferson Parish still on the scene assessing the damage. Now the investigation begins this morning after this home explosion. Still very much an active scene. But here's what we know so far. Details are still pretty limited. This home behind me, this mobile home here on Avondale Garden Drive, completely charred and just ripped apart after this morning's explosions. And while the details are limited, Jefferson Parish fire crews, fire marshal, and sheriff's office still on the scene here. They say they received the call shortly after 5 this morning of the home explosion and fire. We're told 6 people were inside the home at the time. Officials on the scene say one person died from this explosion. The 5 others inside the home went to a hospital with various degrees of injuries, and each person ranged in age from adult to child. Family and friends and neighbors are in disbelief as they watch what remains of their loved one's home. This is a tight-knit neighborhood, and while no one was willing to speak with me on camera, I could just see how distraught and in shock they were as they just watched the scene unfold here. Here's what fire officials had to say this morning.
They arrived on scene 3 minutes later and found out that they had an active gas leak. They asked for Atmos Energy to come to secure the gas leak that was on a construction site on a corner. While being here waiting for the gas to secure, they were still on scene and heard an explosion, and then subsequently the mobile home at 535 Avondale Garden Road was on fire.
I am told that Atmos is still on the scene, checking out the different gas meters at the properties along this road just to make sure everything is secured before the scene is cleared. Officials here did tell me that the gas leak seemed to have started at construction work that was happening down the road, which led to the leak here at this home right behind me. Now, of course, when we receive more information, we'll bring it to you on air and online. But for now, reporting live in Avondale, Olivia Vidal, Fox 8, Local First.